Hello, how are you guys? So this week we're going to talk about no more lower back pain. So everyone experiences lower back pain. Why? Because we're upright creature, right? It's quite heavy. The lower back is carrying so much weight of your head, your shoulder, your rib cage, the trunk, all goes down. And we have a nice wave. Let me sit down. We have a nice wave of the spine. The first curve, little going concave at your cervical vertebrae. Remember your neck, thoracics come out just a little bit. So you have this beautiful wave already that's designed in our spine. We don't want them straight, but also we don't want them exaggerated. So who's gonna come in? Which part of your body need to come in to help that? To hold the proper posture, right? So you need to learn how to use your core muscles. All your skeletal muscle is gonna hold you beautifully, okay? So they become strong. So we're first this is the first part of the no more pain and no more weakness, right? So the first part is what? No more pain. So we have to stretch it out, getting the circulation going a little bit, and just recover from those bad posture and wrong use when you exercise. And next video, I'm going to show you how to strengthen them, how to strengthen the core muscle to protect your lower back tension. So since the lower back, which we call it lumbar area, cervical, thoracic, lumbar. Lumbar has really much bigger 5 vertebrae there that shock absorb. That's why it's so much bigger too. It's well designed. Everything is so well designed within our body, but we have to learn how to use it properly. Okay, so I'm going to start with the chair first, then we're going to do some floor exercise for today. So here we go. I'm going to sit nice and tall. So this is a great posture, sitting posture. When you exercise, you need to get a party chair. This is also stack up. So in the studio, I can stack them up and put them away neatly. So otherwise, you can do the folding one. Either way is fine. Don't practice on soft chair or on your couch because you don't have the right support. So you see, I have a good posture, sitting posture, preparation for exercise. See how far my feet is? So when I look down, I see my toes, not this and slouch. Okay, because we're going to work on the muscle on the trunk. And we're also going to feel the energy flow through. So there's no what? Traffic jam. The traffic jam create what? Tightness, tension, right? We need to open the traffic, special on your lower back today. So nice and tall. I'm put my right hand at the sacrum area, the left hand below my belly button. So that you, in the front, that's where your first responder transfers the lower portion because it's closer to the pelvic floor, so you can feel them every time you exhale. So when you just use the normal downward breathing. So you know the night points, right? Night focus in the purposeful movement. If you follow me throughout the video, the first focus, and it's a missing fundamental. So the first focus is your posture. The second is breathing, and then the spine movement will come in. Take care of that beautiful spine. Okay, so inhale. I'm feel my lung back inside. On the exhale, I inner side pelvic floor first responder, hollowing. So I'm rocking my pelvis sitting here. Inhale, return. Just by sitting down, people are so tired, standing back hurts. Or even walk for a long time, your lower back got stiff because you forgot to use your first responder to carry you upright. And exhale, walking has a lot of important focus too. Okay, so inhale, exhale again. I'm on the inner side pelvic floor, first responder, recruiting the internal obliques and form 5 portion of the rectus abdominis. So we're gonna pelvic rock just by sitting. Can you see I'm not going down? I'm scooping up, hollow my tongue because I'm very carefully to release the tension on the lower back. So this movement, all the warm-up movement is more like singing the lullaby, not the rap sing, right? Nothing wrong with each one. You just have to use it appropriately. Okay, same thing with exercise. So you have so much fun, all different ways to move. So now I open that up. I'm gonna wiggle out a little bit. Wiggling is so good. You know why? Wiggling is kind of like yawn, like every morning. You wake up, you see how the baby does it too. They just go doggy, all the animal just stretch. It's great. And so you can do as big as you want and the wiggle. So that's muscle and the fascia getting a wonderful letting go. But if your lower back hurts, you can't do what I just did. You do a small one. That's why I start with what? Pelvic rock first, okay? So now, we're gonna roll all the way down. So I'm nice, sit very tall, my head suspended from above. Inhale, feel the lungs. Exhale, I gentle nod my head. So very first, second cervical vertebrae, moving the rest 5. Inhale. Exhale, I sigh. I soften my breastbone. Inhale. Exhale, I'm going to be recruiting the upper arrow. That's going to be external obliques. And the 1, 2, 3, which is 6 spine above the belly button. So you're going to flex the thoracic spine where the rib cage is. Inhale. Exhale, I gently pull my tummy. Remember, it's like a lullaby. So I have to do everything softly to open up, right? We can pound on it. That's not open. It's going to tighten up. So my tummy is doing wonderful, soft, compress inward, pulling in, and open the lumbar 2. There are 5 of them. Hollow tummy, open lumbar 3. Exhale 4 and 5. So your body is this movement we call it flexion. And open the 5 and the sequin. Inhale. Exhale, so you're ready. I don't want to fall down. I also don't want to sit too far back. Inhale, exhale, I'm going to release my hip socket, my whole pelvis flex forward. Slide your hands to your feet. Keep the scapula home. You're going to feel the neck opening. Inhale, exhale. We're going to do 3 breaths right here. Decompress the spine. So you create this beautiful upside down. Opening the lower back as side joint area. Inhale, prepare. On the exhale, use my hand, push down a little bit, help my tummy goes up. So I'm going to inner side pelvic floor, right, the lower arrow. Bring your pelvis upright. Continue, send the energy up like the fern, the featherhead opening. The back energy is going down. So again, you have this wave. The wave movement is so important. Don't make your back so straight because it's not a wall, okay? It has movement. So inhale. One more time. You can do a little faster this time. And just nod your head, cervical vertebrae. You side, breastbone, and the upper arrow. Connecting them now. Inhale. I gently pull my tummy in, slowly open every single lumbar vertebrae. Then you flex the hip socket, right? Flex the pelvis forward. 3 breaths again. 1, 2, and 3. Right? So inhale and give you modification. And so come up. If you're going down to here, you say, my back hurts so bad I can't open it, right? It's okay. It's the only way to tell you something wrong is give us pain. So we have to listen. So you can put your hands here, right? Shoulders down. You go, it's okay. I'll make friend with you. Hollow. So pull your tummy in gently. Just open a little bit. Inhale, exhale. So there's always a way. But the problem if you don't find a different modification, how can I do it at this point because it's so tight? Figure out, right? I'll give it to you too. So the idea is it's not moving is the worst because you're already tight. Your circulation, your traffic is jammed, right? Circulation is not moving. So you're not going to recover. You need to bring the red blood cell, white blood cell to the area so your body knows how to repair. We don't. We're too emotional, so we constantly go into emotion. I don't want to move because it hurts. I don't want to move because it hurts. I hear my clients say all that time. I say you can keep it and wait until you really want to, because your body already talking to you, give you pain, give you a signal, says you gotta move, please, please help me. My body say help me. So I'm gonna do one more time. Inhale, exhale, gentle nod your head. Soften the breastbone and the upper arrow. So I'm articulate each vertebrae. You have 24 of them, right? And hollow your tummy and open that lower back now. Then you will flex the hip. I'm slide my hands, or you can stay here, right? Find the right one for you. If you can go a little more, that's good. I'm gonna hold here. This is too much. I'm gonna let it open. Let the fascia open. Get the message. Otherwise, all the way down. 3 breaths here. 2. Inhale. Feel the front side of the lung. Exhale. Pursely blow it out. Inhale. Prepare. Exhale. Contract the abdominal. Shoulders. See my scapula stay home. And the lower arrow is going to meet up the upper arrow. So the front is opening up like the flower, like the further head. And the back energy is going down. Ah, good job. I return. I'm going to wiggle it out a little bit, let the fascia recover. Okay. Next one, sitting, the important one is rotation. So again, it's the opposition pull. So rotate every single, so again, that's a traffic. So it's all about spiral and wave. We just did nice wave movement. Now we're going to do spiral. So ready? 2 parts, okay? From the waist down, do not move. That's mean your pelvis is sitting here. Your legs stabilize yourself. I always open a little wider than my shoulder so I can feel like an empress or emperor for you. And you sit down. Don't move your pelvis. So first respond to stabilize the pelvis. Inhale, you prepare. Feel the lungs. Exhale, I'm going to recruit my external oblique on the left side. My right hand along with the spine. Left hand on the knee. Inhale. Exhale, I'm going to spiral just enough. If your arm's short or too long, and your palm down is fine. If your arm's short, use the fist. You want to push down to get up. That's opposition. That's always happen. If you don't harmonize the opposition, the yin and yang, right? The daytime, nighttime is one day. So I'm rotating. I have a stabilization. I rotate, so I create a nice stretch. So I'm opening this side, okay? External oblique on the right and internal oblique on the left. You can see my right leg stay down, pelvis stay. Exhale. Use the muscle. First responders, spiral up. You can continue to turn your head a little bit. The head movement is the last, it's not the first. First is the external obliques, okay? Now rotate back a little bit. I'm looking at northeast corner. See where my arm is? I'm bend my elbow. This is laterally rotate. Supination. Hold your head. Inhale. Exhale. I'm spiral. I'm going to talk to those muscles between the deepest one on the spine, called the multifidus, and rotate it. It rotates every single vertebrae. It is so deep, so I need to really pay attention. It's not open your elbow. If you do that, you lock your shoulder joint. What happens if you lock? That means traffic jam. We don't want that happen. Release your arm as you rotate back, so everything comes back naturally. Okay? Of course, I'm going to go to the other side so you can see my back a little bit. It's this leg now. So the right side, I'm aiming it down, sits bone down. Right side, rotate me to the left. My hands right in line with the spine, left hand. Exhale, spiral up. 1. Hollow tummy and rotate your back straight. 2. So sometimes you have this kyphosis, so it's really hard to feel the energy up, but it's okay. You have to start somewhere. You can start with a slightly flat flex. Little by little, you can wake it up. You get tall and strong. Hollow your tummy, good posture. And exhale, hollow your tummy, spiral. Okay, now I'm release my body. I'm looking at northwest corner. Bend your elbow, hold your head, scapulas down. Exhale, both scapula down, especially the left one. hollow tummy, sit taller. Feel the multifida and rotator along every single vertebrae. Bring your mind, you can close your eyes and feel so much deeper. And exhale. Coming back, you wiggle out a little bit. Okay, sitting is more easier situation because you can always sit down. It's harder to lie down. I'm going to show you how to lie down. Lie down is easier because your back hopefully is straight. If not, you need a pillow for your head, okay? But I'm going to show you extra bonus. If you have a kyphosis, that's mean round back. Most of us do. So I'm going to sit all the way back. That's the only exercise I'm a little short, so my feet's dangling a little bit, so I'm going to do high half toe. I still want to connect. I lean back. I reach my arm diagonally. I use the back of the chair, engage my first responder. You might feel a little cracking. It's good. Inhale, cracking is actually, right, opening every joint to, I just put my arm down so you can see my spine. So I'm not leading with my head. Can you see that? That's your cervical vertebrae. That's not your thoracic. I really want to open the thoracic with the help of my first responder. So a beautiful extension, but not going to lower back. Because we're trying to open in the lower back. So you're not going back like, no form. The form is so important. Get to know your body. And every time you exercise, you have what knowledge. The knowledge is support the exercise. And that's why we call it purposeful movement and purposeful exercise system, what I'm trying to give you. There are lots to talk about. It's because it's a system, right? Systems are so important. We got all kinds of systems, education system, health system, all this system, digestive system, just in the body, right? Respiratory system, digestive system, elimination system. There's so many to keep this body well, living well. So you got to appreciate it. We're going to go to floor now. So I'll move the chair and open up my mat. Okay, here we go. My mat set up. I keep my chair here because sometimes if you still have your back still not happy right now, because it's not miracle. You need to do this, right? For a week, nice and easy movement, just open up. Then we strengthen them next video. Okay, so going to the floor sometimes a little hard. So I keep the chair here. I'm just showing you modification. So today I pretend I have a back problem. Okay, my back hurts. So I'm going down, see, 1 or 2 legs. And right here, you're gonna sit down a little bit. You're gonna lie down sideways. You can open your leg, slide yourself down sideways. And then you roll onto your back. I'm just gonna take my clip off, my microphone clip off a little bit. Okay, so here we go. So when you lie here, as I said, the floor is nice and flat, so you're a little easier to have a flat back. You got 2 curves, cervical curve and lumbar curve. Remember, we want that wave system, but not exaggerate. If your chin is up to the ceiling, you need a pillow. So you look to the ceiling, but not looking over to the wall, okay? So that's mean you don't have exaggerated forward head. So now my leg, right? Parallel line. So now at my thighs, number 11. My shin is number 11. My feet is number 11. So that means the parallel line goes, right? Never meet together. I put my arm on the side. Take 2 giant steps. So I know exactly where my foot is falling to. I call this home base. This is where you start. You always prepare yourself properly. So inhale, you feel the lungs. Exhale, I'm gonna hollow my tummy. Okay, I'm getting that lower arrow and I'm gonna lower my lumbar to the floor. We call that imprinting, then slowly release to neutral spine. Exhale again, you can see my hands right here. Hollow your tummy, so it's like a table tilting. And inhale, come back. It's a nice, easy way to, right, release the lower back by use your own muscle. Last time, so you're gonna lower arrow, 5 and 4, hollow your tummy. Keep your hands here so you can know they're compressed inward. That's their natural job. All your abdominal muscle, when they contract, they compress inward, just like my hands. They don't push out, okay? So now I'm gonna put 2 hands on because I don't want to move my pelvis. Stabilize your pelvis. I want to loosen up the hip socket so that channel is open, my knees open, so you can travel. So the energy can travel down to the leg. There's a lot of lateral rotator, medial rotate in that leg area in your glutes, right, in the pelvic area. We don't use because we love to walk and run and biking. That's the same exercise. That's called sagittal plane. So you're not using all the muscle in that hip socket. So that also can cause a lot of lower back pain. Okay, so especially if you sit all day. So ready, other side. Laterally means away from the midline. See, I'm not moving this leg, okay, because this side and the rest of the body has a job called a stabilization. Move up a little bit. And laterally and out, medially return. So my knee, you can see the knee goes side, but don't move your pelvis. I'm massaging the hip socket. I'm actually moving using the lateral rotator and medial rotator. The muscle massaging the hip socket. So the hip socket is fluid, right? Synovial fluid will come back. Nice and juicy joint. Inhale and muscles. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hollow your tummy, bring right back. Okay, now we should a little bit opening here. We're going to do another one we'll call a single leg happy baby. So I'm pick up my right leg. So if you don't lower your back, okay? So keep it neutral. I'm going to slide my hands from my hamstring to my calf, okay? If you can grapple your foot, wonderful. If not, you can use 2 hands and just bring that knee to the outside for right now. Don't worry, we're just, this is modification. Okay, you can see my knee to the outside to the floor, not to my chest because that's locked. But if you can, grapple your feet. Exhale, knee to outside floor. You can see my ankle in line with my knee. I'm going to open the hip socket and you feel nice inner thigh stretch. 80 doctor stretching. We're telling the tensor fascia lata. And slightly put the leg down without dropping so fast. Tensor fascia lata is where I want the hip flexor. So inhale. So after 90 degrees, they are released. And you see this side. So my ankles above the knee. And exhale. There's another very, very important component is stretch your hamstring. If your hamstring's loose, right, you can get rid of the lower back and pain. And exhale. And slowly, you can use your hand to lower the leg down. So I pretend I have a back problem, so I do that. Arm on the side. Okay, there's one more thing. Just make sure your feet goes the right place. The heels in line with your sit bone, arm on the side. Okay, let's do one more movement before we get into the pelvic roll to shoulder bridge. If you depress your scapula by reaching your finger toward your ankle, on the exhale, you're going to feel that upper arrow just, right? Step right in. So, inhale. Exhale, depress your scapula, hollow your tummy, first responder, and recruiting the upper arrow to wake up. Okay, so you will see why I do that, so you're going to see it. Okay, ready? Inhale. We're going to articulate each vertebrae, roll your pelvis up to shoulder bridge. Inhale. Exhale, inner thigh, pelvic floor, transverse, recruiting the lower arrow. Then squeeze my glutes a little bit and hamstring. Keep navel toward the spine, softly articulate each vertebrae off the floor. Inhale. Stay here. Don't blow up your tummy. You feel the lungs, right? Now here we go. Depress your scapus, recruiting the upper arrow. Keep hollow your tummy. Articulate each vertebrae down. Don't open your knee, okay? Remember the inner thigh. Number 11, inhale. Exhale again, gently hollow your tummy. If you can only go up to here to recruit your glutes, that's fine, stay there. Then you can just roll down little by little. And maybe by the third time, you can just go up a little more. Make sure you put that weight into your feet, especially the heel. And softly come up. Inhale. Exhale again, depress your scapus, softening. Use the upper arrow, contract 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And right back to neutral spine. I'm going to do one more time. So the action here is like you're singing the lullaby. Anytime you warm up, you want to be soft, right? Because it's already tight, so you're not going to punch to it. So inhale, exhale, hollow. So your body feels like a baby right now. I say, be nice to me. Inhale. Exhale again, depress your scapus, soften right? Use your tummy. Because if your tummy does all these natural soft movement, this is all natural movement. Your abdominal compress inward when you contract. So there's nothing really new about it except we don't know, right? So, okay, good. So now you're going to turn sideways. Remember I said pretend I have a back problem. I'm going to turn sideways. I'm holding my mic. So, okay, here we go. I'm going to continue. I just fixed my mic a little bit. So right here, I'm going to do both, right? So I'm like a cat now. Or we'll call it quadruped. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're straight down from their joint. So my back is straight. Inhale. So see where my head is? Not down here and not there. And when my spine has a natural curve. So inhale, feel the lungs. On the exhale, I'm sitting back. I lengthen my spine. I lift my navel toward the spine. Shoulders down, reaching forward. I lengthen the spine. Right, properly. Now come right back. Push right back to the floor again. Exhale again. Hollow your tummy. Lift the navel up. Tush back. Shoulders down. And come back. You say, okay, my knee doesn't. I have a problem with my knee too. Okay, sorry. So you can tuck your toes, hollow your tummy, and lengthen. You can stay here as far as your knee allows you. So you are trying to get to know your body. So hollow your tummy. I can still lengthen the spine. Still lengthen the spine. If you go down, you definitely feel more. Do one more time, you're coming back. Exhale again, hollow your tummy and reaching back. Release the hip flexors and return. Okay, so I'm going to do one more thing. I'm going to up on the knee, nice and tall. Sometimes the lower back problem come from the psoas, iliopsoas, okay? So let me turn around a little bit. So you will see, you can use the chair. Okay, you can bring the chair in. Make sure it's on the mat so it doesn't slide away. So I'm going to pretend I have a back problem, my lower back. So I'm saying, okay, I need to open here because I know why. Because I sit a lot. I'm on the computer. I'm speaking like you, right? So, or I'm riding the bike too much, right? 5 miles, I'm spinning too much. I'm always in this flexion position. I call it hamster exercise. I'm so sorry, but I love this, so I'm going to use my mind. I get so bored doing the repetitive movement, but I know most people like that because they don't have to think too much, because their mind's already full. And I'm opposite. If I'm mindful, I need to do some other things, so redirect my mind to focus my body. So here we go. I'm going to step forward, hold my hands here. You can put the chair on the side too. So now tuck the back toes under. Okay, I moved it forward so I can get. So I'm squeeze my glutes. I'm holding on the chair. Open that. Open my psoas. I'm gonna hollow my tummy. Exhale again. I'm just gonna stay there and open. So some of you are gonna feel, oh my God, it hurts so bad. That's me. You need to do more. Okay. So inhale, push down, lift the chest up. You get a little more. Exhale, so you get a whole tummy. Pull the tummy in. Open, open. Exhale, you're gonna squeeze your glute. Don't go into lower back, right? Your lower back say, I'm so stiff already. Please don't make me tighten, so don't lock. The first responder says, I know, I'm in, I'm gonna help. And we turn. If you're very good, you open both arms, but right now we're talking about people with lower back problems, so we're not gonna go too advanced, okay? So here we go. Other side. Tuck your toes, hands out. Inhale. I'm going all the way, so I'm actually on my femur. I'm not on the kneecap. Inhale. I'm just going to stay here and breathe. Inhale, exhale. And exhale. Let it open. Lots of breath to that area. Now we're going to add a little more. I'm going to the thoracic spine extension. Inhale. I'm push down the chair so I can leap myself up. Can you see where my head is? I'm not doing wishful thinking. Shoulder up and chins up. And exhale is all about beautiful line. Alignment has to be properly placed. Inhale, exhale, 3 breaths here. 1. Tummy in, squeeze the back, touch. 2. And 3. And we turn, very good. And slowly comes down, put your hands down again. And move back a little bit. Okay, quadruped. Again, sit back down, relax. Everybody love this one. It's called a shell stretch or child posture. And we just call squatting. And drop your head down. Inhale, exhale. See where my arm is? And exhale. Gently open that lower back. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to come up. Inhale. Exhale, gently contract. 5, 4, and the hand's going to slide. The back is going down, the front is going up. Same. The best thing is squatting. If your heel cannot go down, you just keep your hands on. The heel's up, it's okay. Because your body's designed to release all the tension by flex the ankle, your knee, flex the hip to open your lower back, and open the whole spine and the neck, shoulders stay down. So this is the fetus position, the child posture or shell stretch in the yoga. In Pilates. The yoga, they call it child posture. And Qigong would just say squatting. Okay, now I'm going to slowly push down, hollow your tummy. You can walk yourself up, use your hands. If you say, oh my God, I feel like an old lady. And I'm just having fun. Okay. Because I'm there too. If I do a lot of gardening, I'm coming like an old lady. I say, okay, time to stretch, to release all this bending forward, plugging, raking, right? So much work. And you need to recover by stretch it out, okay? So that's today. So no more back pain. By warm up and beautiful stretch, understanding, even just standing, right? And exhale. If you're watching the Qigong class, which I always upload Wednesday night, Thursday, it's the same thing. I don't care where you're from, Europe, Africa, South America, China, Taiwan. I'm from Taiwan, and Canada. We have the same body. I don't care what race you are, right? We are the same. So we can nicely speak the same language. Body language is always the same. Language change all the time, but body language is the same. because we have the same muscle, everything, same organ. So thank you so much. Thank you for your attention. And hopefully I see you in my studio with the workshop next year and starting in March. Take good care and see you next class.